This is what you need to do. This is advice I've never seen before because I've just made it up, but it's gonna be good, right? This is what you need to do. The person you're thinking about, you need to clarify, are they in the Jeffrey or Adonis category? Now, Jeffrey's obvious. Jeffrey means, yeah, he's just stupid, he's a bad person, he's a bully, right? And you know that's through it. Now, the thing is, Adonis could sometimes mess up. If you think about what you've heard about Adonis, you know that he could still make some mistakes. He is like the ultimate man, but even as a man, you make mistakes, you go through failures. Is the toxic person in your life right now kind of like Adonis? Has he been so nice, but he's just kind of, you know, went down the wrong path a little bit right now and he's made a couple of mistakes? Or is he just literally just a Jeffrey who's a bad person, who doesn't have to be totally evil, but he's just like a stupid asshole? Is he an asshole? Or is he just someone who's just messed up a bit and he's just been offensive? Because I'm like that. I'm not saying I'm Adonis, but I'm not even a Jeffrey. Maybe I'm like somewhere in the middle. But there's been a bunch of times where, you know, I'm pushing more to Adonis and I'll mess up and I'll say something offensive to a friend without realizing it. I'll say something that kind of hurts their feelings. That happens a lot. So it's like, which one is he? First of all, clarify, is he in the Jeffrey or Adonis category? If he's in the Jeffrey category, then it's very hard. But if he's in the Adonis category and he's just kind of messed up, made a mistake, and, you know, he's been toxic a little bit because maybe he's going through like a breakup and so he's like maybe putting it on you a little bit and he seems apologetic for it, but he maybe said some like offensive once. If that is the case and this is like an Adonis level friend or relationship or family member, then continue working through it. Literally just straight up go to them, sit them down and say, come on, let's talk about something privately. This is very hard to do. It seems simple, but it's so hard to get the guts to do this. Just pull them aside and say, like, I just don't really like the way that you spoke to me about this, and like, I'd wish that you didn't do that because it like ruins our friendship and stuff. You can say this type of stuff to this kind of person, they'd understand. Because the thing is, if he is in the Adonis category, he's not going to react to that like a Jeffrey. If anything, he'll react to that like, whoa, thank you so much. I didn't even realize, you know, I was just like so full of like the upcoming exams. I was so stressed about my family member passing away and stuff, so I didn't even realize I was being a bad friend and stuff. I'm sorry. If that was truly an Adonis level person, that's the response you're gonna get. But if you consider them to be like an Adonis person, you sat them down and then they're like, oh, shut up, you're a you know what kind of person they are. And so now if you do have more of this Jeffrey person in your life who's being toxic, it's a little bit harder. It's still possible, but I found that most people don't have the guts for this. Maybe you do. What you need to do with this kind of person who you know for a fact is more of a Jeffrey, not only in their behaviors, like they take drugs, they play video games, they're just wasting time, they're not even on self-improvement, they're not even trying to be productive or successful. You know for a fact your life with them is generally gonna get worse long term, but you'll have some fun times. Oh yeah, they made you love her. But it's like, this is a Jeffrey relationship and you don't want one of these long term because your potential will just be stripped away from you. You need to make the very hard decision to cut things off.